Hello everyone, this is Mr. Steelix your girl, here with another VGC beginner guide featuring Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is a fire flying type Pokemon with an interesting balance of offense and defense and pretty good typing. On top of this, Ho-Oh's large special defense stat and access to the ability Regenerator can make for some incredible resilience in battles, while fishing for burns when using Sacred Fire or setting Tailwind for the team. First, let's dive into the general breakdown of Ho-Oh and what makes it unique. Ho-Oh has a stat pool of 680, which is split by 106 HP, 130 attack, 90 defense, 110 special attack, 154 special defense, and 90 speed. Ho-Oh also has a pretty good defensive typing that pairs well with its natural bulk, giving it 4 resistances and 2 quad resistances. But Ho-Oh does have 3 weaknesses in water, electric, and rock, with rock being a quad weakness. As is the case with most restricted legendaries, Ho-Oh has access to the ability Pressure, which lowers the opponent's power points by 2 rather than 1 when this Pokemon is hit by a move. More importantly though, Ho-Oh also has access to the ability Regenerator. This ability restores up to 33.3% of its maximum HP when the Pokemon switches out of battle. This can be used well with other Pokemon that like to switch, such as Incineroar to reset things like Intimidate or Fake Out. Ho-Oh also has a shared signature move called Sacred Fire. Sacred Fire is a 100 base power physical fire type attack with 95% accuracy. But the kicker is that this move has a 50% chance to burn the opponent. The burn status effect cuts a Pokemon's physical attack stat in half, which makes Sacred Fire an incredibly powerful attack that can change the tide of a match with just the flip of a coin. Now that we've got some context on Ho-Oh, let's move on to some theoretical builds, common teammates, and how to use it. The first build focuses on prioritizing Ho-Oh's bulk and solid offense to set up Tailwind for the team and roll the dice on Sacred Fire burns. This build opts to focus on Ho-Oh's fire and flying stab moves to deal damage, as well as being a speed control option. The EV spread goes all in on HP and a split between attack and defense to give it a balance between damage and sustain. The 12 speed EV investment gives Ho-Oh enough speed to be faster while under Tailwind than even a max speed Timid Nature Shadow Rider Calyrex. Clear Amulet is used here to ignore opposing Intimidate or speed drops so that Ho-Oh is not forced to switch out before you're ready. The second build is nearly identical but swaps out Tailwind for Recover. Recover allows for even greater sustain in matches by giving you another option to regen health besides switching out and using Regenerator. Terra Grass is utilized in both builds to create a stronger defensive front for Ho-Oh by turning its electric and water type weaknesses to actually becoming resistances. Ho-Oh is at its best being a powerful defensive pivot with the right team comp around it. This makes Ho-Oh great for the famous Fire, Water, Grass core. This core is extremely well known for its defensive synergy that specializes in switching and repositioning, as fire, water, and grass types can cover each other's weaknesses exceptionally well. For this situation, Ho-Oh will fill our fire type. Powerful teammates to fulfill the water role include Urshifu Rapid Strike for powerful offensive pressure against rock types, or Wellspring Ogerpon for the added effect of redirection to assist in safer switches for Ho-Oh. For the grass type role, Rillaboom fits in well with use of Fake Out and priority Grassy Glides to counter opposing rock and water types. Or Amoonguss, which can redirect moves away from Ho-Oh and has Regenerator as well to make for regen switches between the two of them. Meta Pokemon that pose a serious threat to Ho-Oh and should be considered when team building include Incineroar, Miraidon, Raging Bolt, Kyogre, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Tyranitar, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. These Pokemon are all common and potent fire, electric, water, or rock types that can pressure Ho-Oh either by being a defensive wall or with use of super effective attacks that have the potential to deliver one-hit knockouts. In official VGC tournaments, Ho-Oh has had an okay career with 2 top 120 placements in the Scarlet and Violet circuit, with its highest placement being 55th at the LA Regionals. In my opinion, Ho-Oh is a very fun and unique option that works well on a solid balance focused team. But unfortunately, it still struggles to make a splash in the meta due to its less than impressive offensive pressure and middling speed compared to the other restricted legendaries. Even so, between the high natural bulk, 50% chance of burns through Sacred Fire, or Regenerator switches, Ho-Oh can be a huge nuisance for your opponent to break through and makes for a really fun option to use in the Scarlet and Violet VGC scene. This concludes our VGC beginner guide focused on Ho-Oh. If there's any Pokemon you'd like to see covered next, please comment below. If you liked what you watched, feel free to drop a like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. It helps out a lot. As always, thank you for watching.